Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome back to Shovel Knight. So we have some money to spend. Why don't we take our shortcut? Splat! Okay, so let's go turn in this music sheet first. You know, there's something I neglected to show you guys. Oh, you found the stalwart. I told Polar Knight that it was my greatest composition yet. His response? Humph. Alright, there's actually something very important. One of my favorite aspects of this game that I completely forgot to tell you guys. Down here you will find a bunch of villagers who were detesting the members of the Order No Quarter. A new face. Right, it wasn't her. First is him, just the deposed king. King Knight reigns no more! Huzzah! Now I can rule Pride more! Huzzah! I can't wait to greet old Plume and Beaky! They probably can't wait to see me! Now, we already talked to him. However, I don't believe we ever talked to her. You defeated Spectre Knight. Now behold my greatest treasure. Dance! The gift of dance and song! I love this game so much. Let's go turn in that music sheet, shall we? Let's see. Oh, you found Watch Me Dance! You should write a tarantella. Last time I take advice of a painter. Alright. So now we just have to go buy some of the last armor that we have to unlock, and then from there, we have no more things to spend our gold on. Everything else is gravy, and a retirement fund. You! I have much wealth! Give me the ornate plate! Ka-ching! I am golden! Yeah, that's its effect. You do flips when you jump. Oh, what pointless flourish. Alright, give me the dynamo mail. Off we go. While that flourish would be very fitting for the knight we're about to fight, the flying machine lair of Propeller Knight. Justice in spades! We start on the ground, we immediately take to the skies. This is a place to beware. Not as hard as, say, Mega Man with the stupid disappearing block puzzles, but definitely up there in difficulty as far as the rest of the stages of this game goes. Oopsies. I might have messed something up. There we go! Just have to be careful with how you use these platforms. You can use them to help your jump, but if you're just floating, you can only go so high. And as I just demonstrated, these slime things disperse. The slime projectiles disperse when you are in the same vertical plane as them. So be careful! You are now in the windy part of the stage! And notice that it moves treasure as well that is already on the ground, I should say. Whoops! Careful, careful, careful. Alright, making sure there wasn't any secrets. Because actually, although I've managed to get the treasure for every single level during that level in this game so far, this is the stage where I don't remember where the item is inside the level. I've always had to buy it from Chester afterwards, so if I do end up missing it, feel free to point out where it was, if I don't miss it, huzzah, I paid more attention than I do in my normal playthroughs. Alright, just use these to hop on up. Oops. These enemies right here, the ones that are shooting the propeller that have the propeller that pushes you away, yeah, you're going to learn to hate them and everything they stand for. Okay. You need to be very careful because you can't always tell where the platforms are due to these things covering them up. Here you can see where the cannonballs explode and use that as your tell of where the platforms are. Okay. And I like to use that cannonball to make sure my jump succeeds so that I get this treasure chest. But here is an excellent time to use the phase locket, which I keep calling a talisman for some reason. Okay. Now we fight the propeller machine! Be careful when you're jumping because yes, the propeller can hurt you. You mostly want to attack from the front. But take advantage of your invincibility frames anyway and deal even more damage by hopping. By pogo jumping, I should say. Hey look, food. Oh look, treasure! Thank you! Oopsies. I meant to check this wall. Oi! That wasn't very nice. I feel like I could get across somehow. I can. Oh well. I guess we move on. Careful, because when they are electrified, they will hurt you if you pounce on them. I think I understand now. I'm gonna take advantage of gravity! Oopsies. Yeah, didn't take enough advantage of gravity. Oopsies. Oh, come on! Oh well, that managed to do it. Okay, so I'm blind at this point because I've never been in here. Careful. And I was right! Haha! Chester! In the village or out in the field, I have all the deals. You're not gonna believe what I just found in this chest. Want to see? Now you have probably the most useful item in the game, not necessarily my favorite, but definitely up there. The Propeller Dagger! Soar through the sky, blade first! Now you can reach all sorts of places! And it's not kidding. Woo! There you go. See? It is amazing. Hello. Let's do some fishing. Hey, look at that. Ooh, careful. No! That was a mistake. But like I said, I've never seen that area before. So it seems perfectly reasonable that something like that might happen. Let's try, but we should be having a lot easier time getting there now, I believe. Ah, nope, still have to use gravity to our advantage. You, away with you. Get some magic filled up. And there we go. I want to explore that entire area since I've never been there before. I know it's going to be pointless treasure that we've already found, or that we don't need anymore, I should say. But it's the principle of the thing. Ugh. See, he kept me neutral with his stupid wind blast. Alright, got just barely close enough for that. There we go. Look at all this treasure. Glorious, glorious treasure. And of course it just leads us right back here. But that's fine. We now have the propeller blade, which we're going to take humongous advantage of. Not just in this level. Alright. Like this. No! Okay, so I guess I have to do that the legit way. Boring. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Thank you for giving your lives for my benefit, jellyfish that fly. No! Didn't mean to do that! Okay, now that I have a propeller blade in places that I didn't expect it, I'm using it in the wrong way. Yay! Alright. Let's just ignore him. There we go, checkpoint. Ah. Ugh, come on. I want you all dead. I hate you propeller guys. Alright, and ignore the rest of the treasure. It's really not worth it. Careful, the wind is pushing you, but if you push too much against it, you may find yourself in an untenable situation. Like this. Ugh. But luckily, we have the propeller blade. That would have been lethal otherwise. Alright, so here you really have to wait for the stage to catch up with you. Otherwise, you're gonna get into a situation where you lose these platforms because you're not moving fast enough to get to the next one. Hey, there you go. I knew you could do it, Propeller. Off with ye! And ye as well. Embarrassing to get hit by those flying rats. Ooh, careful! Wasn't at all what I was expecting. Ooh, careful, careful again. I wasn't sure where those were ending. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, there we go. Ah, much better. And that's not a statue! Aha, very good. No! That could have ended very poorly. Thankfully, I am quick like bunny. Oh, this room. I really hate this room. So as you can see, it kind of dictates where you have to go, up and down. Be very careful it doesn't push you far enough up to get into those spikes. But also be careful that you're not... that you let it completely dictate exactly how you want to move. But patience is key here if you want to make sure to get through without dying. Ah, this part, hate this part. Yeah, it's gonna blow to the side and up. So when it pushes up, you're gonna want to take advantage of that. When it pushes to the side, you want to be very careful. You know exactly where you need to go next, so that when you get pushed up, you're not pushed into the spikes. No! No! Okay, I wasn't quite ready to go forward. There we go. And here, you just make sure you keep your timing right, so you can get across there without incident. Get this, and yes, you're absolutely right, this looks like something leading to a boss fight. Oh, my petite blue friend. The sunset, she is beautiful, no? Get down here and face me, you gyroscopic jester. Oh, how so rude. My crew, they were not hospitable. My ship, it was not magnificent. I'm not here to be entertained. I must reach the Tower of Fate. All business, no pleasure, such a shame. Very well then. On guard. Propeller Knight. Quite one of the most interesting of the Order of No Quarter, for sure. Be very careful if you're going to strike at him from above. He has a counter for it. However, if you get his health low enough, he starts this part of the phase, where he orders his own ship to attack. And he can do the same thing those other propeller using Nimrods earlier were using. Whew. Ha 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 ha! Yes! And with tears and a rose, The Propeller Knight is finished. I didn't get to show up all of his attacks. One of them is he activates the propeller while it's still on his head if you're trying to jump on him, and it launches you straight in the air, and he will use his rapier to skewer you if you land on it. Be very careful. You can still pogo jump off of him if you angle yourself to the side ever so slightly. But once again, Shovel Knight rests and thinks of friends long gone. But we can save her. We are strong enough. One last time before the real thing. I will save you, Shield Knight. But we have new enemies. Even in our dreams, they are relentless. The Propeller Knight wannabes are definitely the ones that drop the most treasure, so keep that in mind if you're interested in such things. But we caught her. But dreams are not the real thing. The real thing is right in front of us. The Enchantress and the rest of her minions in the Tower of Fate. And the last part of the world is revealed. 2 more areas. We will begin tackling them next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.